Today I'm going to be going over the design cycle, and then I'll further dive into certain aspects of the design cycle. First, we have empathize. We need to consider, who is this project for? What purpose does it serve? Next, we have to jump into define. What parameters do we have to work within? What material are we going to use? What fastening methods are going to be used? What barriers are going to rise about? Next is the ideation process. This involves sketches, drawings, measurements, and considerations. Not today, but in another video, we'll step into prototyping. This is making a mock-up of what we're going to do with our design. Try to work out all the kinks and flaws and redefine what we need to do to make it better, which leads into the test cycle, which is checking our prototypes and seeing what we can improve. My design project, I wanted to make soda bottle holders, and I wanted to incorporate something that I had built in the past relating back to the empathize. These soda bottle holders are going to be for my wife and I'd like to relate the design to something else I've made so that we can match the decor in our kitchen. This is a kitchen helper for my kid. They can stand up inside of it and work at the kitchen counter, or you can undo that clamp and it folds down to be a desk. I'm going to take some of those design aspects and include it into my design for the soda bottle holders. Here I have some sketches. I've worked out whether I want 6 bottles, 12 bottles. Do I want the handle in the center? Do I want the handle on the sides? That will be determined when I get to my prototyping. I ended up going with this design. I canceled this one out because I thought that the bottles would be too tippy-toppy and that a center handle would not quite hold the support of it. This one holds 6 bottles, and we have quite a quantity of bottles, so I didn't want to make more than 4 6 bottle holders. Same goes with this one. This one ties in the design of the kitchen helper the best. Once I've chosen the design, I have to work out my cut list. This cut list shows all the parts I'm going to need to make my soda bottle holder. I have my 2 ends, my 2 sides, and my bottom. I'm going to use 1/8 inch door skin, which is a very thin plywood, to separate the bottles from one another. These 2 pieces run the full length, and these 3 pieces go side to side. In the bottom and all of my sides, I have a small dado cut into the plywood. A dado is a saw kerf or an opening in which another piece of wood or material slots into. Because this is made out of 1/8 inch door skin, my dado will be an 1/8 inch wide. This piece and this piece have cuts on their bottom only half of the way up. These 3 pieces have cuts halfway from, let's say, the top. When you line up each slot, they lock into each other. This is going to add security to hold the soda bottle holders. I'm going to try and reuse some of the material left over from when I cut out the kitchen helpers. This is a step towards utilizing my resources and using what I have on hand at my house or in a shop setting, what's available to us. That is also important in the design process. What material is going to be used? Where are we going to source this material? Is this material the right material for what we're creating? I added some finger joint joinery where these will slot into these respectfully. This is joining back the decor and the design back to the kitchen helpers. Please tune in to my next video to watch the process of making this soda bottle holder.